have always held a part of me in careful reservation, a corner of the self that no one gets to fully own. I've kept it as a kind of last and private destination, the final room that I would always keep for me alone. But you have this extraordinary and particular ability to make the holding back feel smaller than the letting in, and all the careful and the calculated agility I built to keep myself intact begins to wear thin. And I find myself not fighting it the way I always have before, not reaching for the rope I've always kept for just in case, because the losing of myself in you is not a loss anymore. It's the most extraordinary kind of finding any place. I lose myself in you and call it the best kind of lost, the kind where every compass points to somewhere I wanna be. I lose myself in you and never count the cost of giving up the separate and the solitary me. Not because I have no self or because I've disappeared, but because the self I am inside your love is more complete. I lose myself in you, and what I've always feared turns out to be the most alive I've felt on any street. There are people who will tell you never lose yourself in loving, that the self preserved is worth more than the self that's given whole. And I believe them in the way that most things worth discovering require keeping something back to keep you in control. But there is a kind of losing that is not the kind they're wanting, not the disappearing into something that diminishes your core, but the expanding into something that keeps endlessly adorning every part of what you are with everything that you adore. And I find myself not fighting it the way I always have before, not reaching for the rope I've always kept for just in case, because the losing of myself in you is not a loss anymore. It's the most extraordinary kind of finding any place. I lose myself in you and call it the best kind of lost, the kind where every compass points to somewhere I wanna be. I lose myself in you and never count the cost of giving up the separate and the solitary me. And not because I have no self or because I've disappeared, but because the self I am inside your love is more complete. I lose myself in you, and what I've always feared turns out to be the most alive I've felt on any street. And the paradox of losing yourself in the right love, is that what you find inside the losing is yourself? Not the careful and defended version from above, but the one that's been waiting on the highest inner shelf. Because losing yourself in someone who truly sees you is not erasure, but the most complete and honest revelation. And I have never been more found than when you free you, the truest version of what I am, through your entire constellation. I'd lose myself in you and call it the best kind of lost, the kind where every compass points to somewhere I wanna be. I'd lose myself in you and never count the cost of giving up the separate and solitary me. Not because I have no self, or because I've disappeared, but because the self I am inside your love is more complete. I'd lose myself in you, and what I've always feared turns out to be the most alive I felt on any street. I'd lose myself in you, gladly and completely. I'd lose myself in you and find myself more deeply.